countries that have recognized the sovereign state of Biafra. Of course, we understand that the recognition started even during the war. We have countries like Haiti, countries like Gabon, Cote d'Ivoire, I think Gambia. But currently, we are seeing someone who spoke on behalf of America in the ongoing Biafra declaration in Finland, saying that they are pushing, that they already marketed Biafra to American government, and that it's going to be on the table of Trump as soon as Trump resumes office.
Breaking news. Congratulations to Biafrans all over the world. Congratulations to the first Jewish black nation in Africa. In the world, congratulations to all those who believe in freedom. Congratulations to Michael Robin and his colleagues, renowned world lobbyists who are making sure that there is a buy-in by different countries of the world, especially the G7. We are also looking at the angle of course, we are already done with South Korea in that regard, and we are going to reactivate our relationship with people who supported Biafra when Ojukwu, actually declared the nation about 50-something years ago or thereabout. We celebrate Julius Nyerere of Tanzania. We celebrate Cote d'Ivoire. We celebrate some other countries, Gabon. Those who ended in which way or the other, you are not left behind. This time around, it is not going to be business as usual. Biafra is going to be the freest nation in the world, that will be open up to all manner of people around the world. No restriction, nothing. Is completely freedom. God's kingdom on. Because it has already started in Abia State, God's own state. We are going to model Biafra after American concept of development. We are going to model Biafra after the concept Japan, so many countries, China and others. No restriction, but nobody, in whichever way, will threaten the sovereignty and the people of Biafra. In our joy and deep welcome, reservation to those who are doing all manner of network behind the scene to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is finally set free.
Now, let me even bring this to your attention, because this is a congressman. I'm talking about Mike Robin, who spoke during that convention that Nigeria is one example of colonialism, that the rise of Biafra will stop that in Africa.
Of course. Now, what does he tell you? I've told you that in 1996, I don't want to mention, but precisely in 1996, there was an investigation conducted by a group, trailing the progenitors and the people. They started studying the Igbo nation. They started studying the Igbo people. They started studying one of the specifics who have what it takes, to imitate. Let me put that word. Imitate, the whites in terms of technology, in terms of reform, in terms of, science, human study, behavior, and all the rest, human resources. So I always tell some people that, the way Biafra is going, Nigeria will be something of the past any moment from now. Nigeria will only just enjoy this limited space it have. Any time from now, we are going to see another thing, that will be able to put the name Nigeria and allow freedom. People want to be free from this bondage. I can say bondage. They want to separate. The Yorubas are following the shadows of Biafra anywhere they go, trying to see how the end of the day. But what the congressman who addressed Biafrans in the just concluded Finland event made it very clearly that Biafra will stop the political colonization of the France for over 64 years, and that is nothing but the truth. The only way that can be done is the world to show solidarity for Biafra, and that is exactly what they have done. Nigeria actually underrated Simon Ekpa. They didn't see it coming. They saw it coming, but when it came, it took the world by surprise. I want to say a big congratulations to the Finnish president Alexander Stubb, for that solidarity, for that support, for that awareness, for that opportunity for us to attract the world solidarity to the Biafran cause. It has taken a global dimension.
Okay. Let me bring another angle, because it will look like Ananda Ndekalo and Samnepa leading the convention in spirit. We saw Ananda in the opening prayer. An audio video where he did prayer was heard praying for the opening of the event. When it came to opening the floor for dancing, we saw Samnepa the dancing step display all over the wall of the hall in what looked like he was there physically. Of course, it was a virtual representation.
Let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu have already introduced the Jewish tradition in government, and that is what we are going to follow at the end of the day. You saw him play it. You saw him pray. You saw him go down on his knees. You saw him raise his hand, calling Chukwokike Abiyama. That's the God of Abraham. That's the way it's been pronounced in Igbo language. You call the God of Abraham. But we are the Chi, like the Israelis will call their own Chi. I make reference to the owner of Chivita. Is an Israeli. That word Chi is a Jewish name, and barely can come to Igbo land. Almost 70% of Igbo names with Chi. What does that tell you? It tells you the connection between the Igbos progenitors and Chukwokike Abiyama. That connection is deep. And Samoniba, I must respect him for jettisoning some certain ideology that would have dismantled the sources of what he achieved today, and move and advance, building on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacies. Okay, now let's look at what is happening back here in Nigeria, because surprisingly we are seeing flags being hoisted different areas across Biafran territory, if you permit me to use that language. Is it that we are seeing the vigoration of tenacity on the part of Biafrans back here in Nigeria? Southeastern governors, we are amazed, because you wake up in the morning, they discover that the whole place has been flooded by Biafran flag. What does that tell you? The people want freedom from it.
So you mean they are not afraid of repression, oppression, as usual from Nigerian sovereign states?
So, as you state now, they have put Biafran sovereignty at the global level, and with Mazi Samoniba already in investigation or going to undergo court processing. What it means that an IPOB person in any world can be granted asylum. That is one of the significance of what happened in Finland.
So, from what you have said, because people have argued that with this convention that was held in Finland, in spite of the fact that Samoniba was detained, that it goes to show that the Igbos are resilient. But apart from that, we have seen a situation where a Finnish citizen who spoke during that convention said that the news in Nigeria is different from the news in Finland. That going by his own estimation, that Samoniba will be released immediately after the convention.
Oh, of course, we are going to say no, projected 2 weeks, but that's what I'm saying. From intelligence that has been played around already, in the realm that the Finnish government acted in protection of Samoniba against what they wanted to achieve. And I think they successfully achieved that, because I prefer a situation where nobody is going to come out and start shooting the Biafrans, because already they have already anchored the Biafran sovereignty and declaration in Finland in the court. So the matter is in the court, so it will be difficult for Nigeria government to carry out any attack on anybody anywhere, and by so doing the world recognizes that the need to extend asylum to any IPOB person anywhere in the world. So it's a big one, and it's a big damage to Nigeria. And people are asking, why is it that Gowon is still silent up to this moment? We thought that Gowon would have, reactivated and maybe try to see how he can, engage the Biafrans again. But unfortunately, this one don't pass them completely.
Okay, we cannot talk of this without touching the area that has to do with the constitution of the sovereign state of Biafra. Because understand that Dr. Ngozi Orabose, who is standing in for Samanepa, presented the Biafran constitution, and we can hear people chanting UBA, UBA. I think that is the United States of Biafra.
Yes.
What do you have to tell us about the constitution?
I told you that, you know, when I said it, that it's going to be when they said United States, I mentioned it here that Biafra is going to model the government after United States of America, you know, where everybody will be independent, where everybody will be autonomous, where everybody will look at what he have in his backyard and be able to take care of himself, where there will be overbearing influence of the federal government of Biafra on any territory, any state, any province of Biafra, have access to whatever he has and freedom, the way it is being operated in America. So when they say United States of America, of course, of Biafra is United States, you know, one is A, the other one is B. They tell you that God is working. We have United States of America, we have United States of Biafra. The United States of America A, United States of Biafra B. Is that what it means? That, you know, Biafra is going to represent African structure, the American structure in Africa. That's what it means.
So it's not a coincidence, it's divinely planned.
No, you can see the divinity in it, because a lot of people might not look at it that way. You saw America, saw Biafra. One is A and one is B, and after counting A, you count B. In Africa,
so America lead and Biafra follow.
America leads and Biafra follows.
Of course, the man that spoke on behalf for America in that convention said that America will lead and others will follow. He was the recognition of Biafra, because he said there are some other African countries that need to be recognized, that are working on it, that they will make sure that they place Biafran file in that in that table where Trump will have access to it, to give assent to it.
Of course, we expected that.
Sorry, he said that once they do that, they will be moving to UN, where they will make UN to endorse it, and of course, if the UN is not voting, have overriding power to veto it.
Pastor, I think you should give me a award, because
suggest the award.
This line of action has been expressed on this platform. What if it has not come to this level?
No, suggest the award.
No, I'm just telling you. I can't tell you what the kind of thing you should package, you know, in honor of my commitment on satellite media, often and on. And most of the things I said on this platform, you know, at least some significant aspect of it, you know, it always come to play. I thought,
will you take a Kweme one of the universe?
No, I'm a Christian activist for Biafrans. I'm not an Ekweme, you understand? I want to see as a Christian activist.
How about Tobianka?
No, I'm not going to take that. You know, I'm not going to take that. Anything that has to do with Christianity is what I project. And Biafra is a Christian nation, you know, with all manner of, you know, security network and intelligence that we are going to project. See, the world, the black nation, the black Africa, that's what I'm telling you. I'm just giving you the divinity in it. One is United States of America, one is United States of Biafra, one is A and one is B. What it means that, you know, in the Western world, America represents the superpower. In the African continent, Biafra is going to represent the giant of Africa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu Michael.